All right, viewers, time now for the WION Newsroom. I'll now be joined by my colleagues, Adya Juneja, who will break down the big business stories for us, shaping your money and the economy. Miraj Shah, who will bring us all the updates from the world of technology. And Athira Shashidharan, who will take us through all the action from the world of sports. Let's start with the market updates. Adya, over to you.
Thank you so much, Shivan. Global markets turned volatile as geopolitical tensions and AI-driven uncertainty rattled stocks, oil and gold prices. Well, starting with the South Korean markets now, the country's Kospi index plunged nearly 9% on Monday as renewed selling hit the market after weeks of volatility linked to concerns over the AI investment boom. Tech stocks led the losses, with Samsung's electronics dropping 10.7% and SK Hynix falling 15.3%. Both companies are major producers of memory chips used in artificial intelligence, highlighting growing investor concerns over the sector. Next up, oil prices jumped more than 4% after fresh US-Iran clashes raised fears over the security of the Strait of Hormuz. Now, Brent and crude rallied as investors worried about supply disruptions and rising inflation. Well, global markets turned volatile, with South Korea's Kospi plunging 9%, as I just mentioned. As technology stocks extended losses, investors are also watching upcoming earnings from major chip makers and Wall Street banks for clues on the global economic outlook. And finally, gold prices fell more than 1% as surging oil prices and renewed tensions between the United States and Iran boosted expectations of higher interest rates. Now, fears over the possible closure of the Strait of Hormuz lifted crude prices, while the dollar and US Treasury yields also gained. Investors are now focused on key US inflation data and Federal Reserve commitments and comments for fresh signals on the interest rate outlook. Well, that's it from business. Now, for all the tech updates, it's over to you, Miraj.
Well, thank you, Adya. Now, some good news on the AI-related jobs front for a change. Tata Consultancy Services plans to build a team of up to 8,900 AI engineers to help clients adopt and deploy artificial intelligence solutions. The company is also exploring acquisitions in AI, data security and cyber security to strengthen its AI business. TCS says AI will create new business opportunities rather than replace the outsourcing model, as clients still need experts to integrate AI into their operations. The move comes as India's $315 billion IT services industry faces growing questions over AI's impact on jobs and future demand. Moving on, Microsoft will end support for its products for 15 products and services, during 2026. This includes Windows 11 version 24H2, Office 2021, SQL Server 2016, and Windows 11 SE, also Windows Server 2012. Now, these products will no longer receive security updates, bug fixes, or technical support, increasing cybersecurity risks for users and businesses that are still using them. Now, Microsoft is urging these customers to upgrade to newer versions before October the 13th. Now, finally, a new survey by resume platform Zeti says that 1 in 8 US workers has started a romantic relationship that began on LinkedIn. Now, the survey of more than 1,000 workers found that over 20% have used LinkedIn to check out a potential partner, while 49% said that they trust the information on LinkedIn more than dating apps. No surprises there. According to the respondents, profile pictures get the most attention, while showcasing personality and about sections and mutual connections are among the top LinkedIn features that would influence their romantic interest in someone. That said, most users still believe the platform should remain professional, with 74% saying they did not approve of the use of LinkedIn for dating and 34% saying they would feel uncomfortable receiving romantic messages on the platform. That's all we have for you from tech. For sports, is over to you, Athira.
Thank you so much, Miraj. Here are the top sports stories we're tracking for you at this hour. We'll begin with tennis first, where Yannick Sinner has strengthened its credentials as one of the most dominant players of his generation. The Italian retained his Wimbledon title after defeating French Open champion Alexander Zverev. After losing the first set to the German, the world number one fought back in the next three to win the match 6-7, 7-6, 6-3, 6-4 in 3 hours and 46 minutes. He's the 10th man in professional era to successfully defend the title. With this win, he also extended his dominance over the German to 10 straight victories. Sinner's 5th Grand Slam crown is just 2 behind the major's tally of his injured rival Carlos Alcaraz, while Zverev's consolation is that he has climbed above Alcaraz to second in the ATP rankings. Over in football now, the success of the expanded 48-team World Cup has given FIFA a major boost. FIFA President Infantino has confirmed that the governing body will discuss expanding the Men's World Cup to 64 teams after the conclusion of the ongoing tournament. The 2026 World Cup, hosted by the United States, Canada and Mexico, is the first to expand from 32 to 48 teams. If approved, a 64-team World Cup would feature 128 matches, that is up from the 104 matches that is happening in the current tournament, and double the 64 matches played under the 32-team format used from 1998 to 2022. Lastly, in cricket, Stephen Fleming has stepped down as the head coach of the Chennai Super Kings after 18 years in charge. Fleming guided CSK to 5 Indian Premier League titles. According to an official statement, the decision was reached with respect and gratitude after a series of open and honest discussions between Fleming and the Super Kings management. Fleming had been under fire in the last few years after CSK failed to qualify for the playoffs in the last 3 seasons since winning the title in 2023. Former New Zealand captain Fleming joined CSK as a player in the inaugural edition of the IPL before taking over as the head coach ahead of the 2009 season. Well, with that, we've come to the end of the sports segment. It's back to you, Shivan.
Athira, thanks so much for those sports updates. Also, a thank you to Miraj and Adya for getting us the technology and market updates. That's a wrap on the WION Newsroom. I'm Shivan Chandna. That's a wrap on this bulletin. Very short break. Stay with us.